We get set to go underway here. Nifty.
Certainly do, Trev. We're going to run the old-fashioned stopwatch today. We're in the old school today. No computers to worry about going off online today. Umpire has the footy. Holds it aloft. The siren sounds. Here we go to start the last minor round game in Great Southern football. Willunga get the first tap down, but Bonus comes out with the football for the Bays. A hurried kick forward. A loose ball to Marshall. Nick Marshall, beautiful gather. Handballs back to Fife. Fife loads up, heads to odds and open goals and misses a lot. No, he doesn't. He's off target and through for just the minor score, and they're out of the blocks. Trev, 22 seconds, first point on the board there through our FPX scoreboard.
Certainly is, and that's what the Bays really want to do. They want to hit the Willunga side and just keep going at it. The scoring is actually favoured this end that they're going to, although it's not hard to go up the other end anyway. Willunga now with the ball. Comes in, steps over the line and off he goes through now, drives that ball out to the clubber side. Out they go, and Counter Bay in front, takes a strong mark in front of his eyes, comes back inside and he went a little bit too far, that one there against Daniel Toole from Counter Bay, puts it up full court, out lead. They come with an easy lead out there, and I reckon that's
Joshua Graham.
Graham, is it?
Yeah, permit player.
So it's a handy one, that's a good lead from him too.
A few changes out of the Willunga side. See Mitch Portlock, which is an interesting one's not playing. Burdett not playing, a little bit of a hammy.
Up he goes, kick straight through. The players are happy, everyone happy.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
I was interested there when you picked up the Mitch Portlock. I thought he was one of their better players last week. Anyway, ball back up in the centre again. Up they go. Goes back down to Counter Bay, get it again on the boot, jam it in forward. She comes again. Marshall back of the pack, Roman for it. It is there, can't get up. Collier gets hold of it, didn't hear. Lucky all player. Oh, it's coming back. I reckon you might be right, mate. He is. Good call, Trev. Good call.
He made the attempt but didn't get a boot to it, so non-contact.
Nick Marshall.
He's been a regular kicker for
Kevin be rocking back in the big armchair now, wouldn't he?
On the big screen.
On the big screen, taught this boy how to kick. So Nick Marshall on his way, kicks on his way. I think he's giving it. Hang on, we're waiting on the goal umpire. All clear for Nick Marshall.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
It's hard to overcome. Back in the centre as she is. Up she goes now. Up they go. Tonkin gets it out again, goes over and Counter Bay flicks it back over. But he gets wrapped up in the centre and the umpire will come in to repeat the show. Up they go again. Bass gets up there, pushes it down, but Counter Bay steps it all up again. He goes over. Advantage paid. Off goes Haskett. Haskett for Willunga. Goes forward, and that's a good body work in their defence there. And that one was Tyler Bulldog. Played good games up to him. He puts it up onto the wing, finds Bonus for it in Counter Bay. He comes back in the centre now, puts it all up, and he finds it quickly there. And Toole, is it again? Yep. He goes up, comes up here, over the head. Gets underneath there. Counter Bay, wrap him all up. That gets up onto there, and he had no hope in that one there. And I reckon
Collier,
yep. Collier with the
hard hat.
The hard hat on it. And he goes up forward, flank for in Counter Bay. Turns around, Bass pushes Tonkin under it and gets off. Goes out to him, kicks forward, but that's short. Beautifully trapped there though to Willunga. And that one there was Lee, Daniel Lee. He puts it out. Handballs and over goes again. Up here, up centre, half forward, right over the back. Counter Bay leading for the run onto this one. They go back, comes around to the club room saw. handballs, back inside, comes on the flank, Willunga now, intercepted, come back up again, drives it up into full forward, off there, and he goes miles off there for their first score to them. FP Egg scoreboard, Willunga 1 point, Encounter Bay 2 goals 1.
They do. Encounter Bay play on quickly, short pass comes back out, scoreboard side, favourite side for the Bays. He's deep in the pocket, Elijah Horrocks with a footy, comfy mark. Looking for his players, look for some movement. We're going to go through the centre corridor. Oh, that's a bit of an aerial kick. Wasn't a direct one. Baldock couldn't get it, but he gets it back through Tool now. Baldock kick, comes back out wide to Crispin. The legs coming through for it. Now the Bays on the run. Renshaw with the football, drives it inside 50. Punched away off hands. Series of Bay players can get it. They can't. They're tackling it. Now picked up. Carpenter tries to get in. No, it's not. Handball back, comes back again. Back it comes down to the big fella there in Joshua Graham. Graham's now ball's kicked in, it's off target, it's come off his hands.
Off the hands, yeah.
Plenty of hands, and the boundary umpire's got a little bit of work to do to come right down to the point post and throw it back in. Good bit of clearance from the back lines there, the Bays, I like it. Boundary umpire, the footy's about 5 metres around from the point post, heading towards the Barbie shed. Well within strike zone. The Bays would love it down, keep it down in here. Up high they go again. The ball falls dispute. Bonus has got it. He's wrapped up by Big Bassy, and that can't go anywhere. Daniel Bass will come in and have another crack at it again. And this is a bit of a ruckman down in there for some reason or other. Oh, she was just been a cut off down there. There's a Bay player get put down on the ground. Backwards it comes to Carpenter. Well done, Daniel Bass. Smothered. Beautiful work by the big fella. Series of handballs, it's come off Stark now. The big fella from the Bays through Tonkin gets on of it. He gets up to 5, threads the needle, handballs back to Tonkin, to Baldock. Baldock, eyes, vision, good. Bonus couldn't take the mark. Big Bass is back into it again. Comes backwards, up over the top. Over he goes again. Gary Carpenter's got the footy, bounces it, sits it up nicely for himself. Centres the footy in. Oh, the interception wasn't good. It was all red and white. They clear the football. They do out through Brown now. Brown through Willunga. Load up, down scoreboard, side wing. Bouncy ball. Comes up, one Willunga player there, 2 Encounter Bays. The Bays can jump into the footy and get it again. Willungas are coming in numbers. They do pick it up through Milford. Milford fires the football backwards inbound. It goes into Warmington. Warmington goes in for an open goal. He's put it straight through the goal.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we're helping you stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialist, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
Just
lead into the finals, that's what you want.
Run.
Open it up. If you're going to lose a game, you lose it by really playing out. Up they go. Tonkin can't get it though. Goes up, comes down to Bass, comes back to Tonkin. Tonkin from Counter Bay puts it up in the forward flank. Elijah Horrocks can't get it. Willunga over the back, marks the ball strongly there in defence.
35.
There he goes over there. There's going to be Lachlan Scott.
Yep.
Lachlan Scott goes off for Willunga. Kicks it out extremely wide, goes out and he finds his player in the back pocket on the club room side. Now he goes up forward, spoil from behind, comes and hits the ground. Bays trying to get on. Willunga picked the ball up. Handball wasn't too good though. Bays picked it all up, goes back over. He flicks it forward, but it's all Willunga out the back of the pack there and goes over. Over the back it goes. Encounter Bay picks it up and Fraser. Oh, that's a hay burner, that one. Couldn't get down to it. Willunga gets the ball up. Series of handballs going back, but he can't pick it up. That looked high, and the umpire missed that one. He certainly ducked down, looked like it was high, but the umpires come in for a ball up on the 50-metre arc on the club room side. Bays into attack. Up they go. Tonkin goes right up over the top. Out they come. Alexopoulos gets it. He turns down, goes out there for Willunga. Puts it out to the club room side, and it's a strong mark to Willunga. Just forward of the wing, club room side, puts it over, he doesn't know where to go. Umpire should be calling this on now, he hasn't, he goes backwards. That's certainly running the ball back there to try and keep control. Rennie's getting bottled up now. He kicks it down the line, and he finds his player just forward of the wing, and they're only a couple of metres in front, and they've had 2 more kicks.
Jonathan Cook it is.
Cook for Willunga. Goes now. He drives out, and that one looks like it's going to be that close to
Barbecue.
boundary line.
Come with sauce on it. Come where your hot dog
Yep.
just come from.
Yep, I thought she was looking
Getting
wide
looking
there.
close. We're on the other side of the oval. Bulldog it is with the football to bring it back in. Squeezes it low to a Bulldog. His kicks aren't really had some penetration. Gives Willunga a chance. Cook again gets it through. Finds it. That'll be Beathy, I reckon, hovering around the middle of the corridor. Handball comes back up again. Chance here for Lee. I just sock it off the ground. Clever. Chance here on. It's a race on. Who's going to get there first? Scooter Brown or the base through Fifey. Brownie wins. He's just so clever. Brown wins, gets the footy, delivered beautifully down the line to the Ford boys. They jam it on the boot. Jam it on the boot she goes. Inside the 50-metre arc, bouncing to the top of the square. Well done, Bays. Bays controlled the football, and they squeeze it out, and they find the player there in Jack Crispin. Crispin goes forward. I don't mind this big fella here in Joshua Graham. Well, Graham Joshua, isn't he? Joshua Graham. He's got plenty of use of the footy. Kiter comes out for the football, comes back out. Nick Marshall goes to show. No one there to show it to.
Gary.
Kicks it around the body to Gary Carpenter. He puts the pedal to the metal. Delivery must be
Nice
good. Delivery is. He put it straight down the throat of Toole. And Daniel Toole from 45 metres angle will be shooting. You'll be able to see him run away from you there, Trev. We're on a really good angle here to Daniel too. I love the movement of the footy. If it stays like this, it's going to be a crook old game. It's a shootout end to end. Daniel Toole for Encounter Bay. Preferred end, got the breeze coming over the left shoulder.
Looks
He
good.
sits it up pretty good. He is pumped about that. And Encounter Bay through Toole get their third goal on the board.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Portlock's missing, and everyone's missing, so 4 changes to the Willunga side.
Probably trying to, look after a little bit.
Get them all through.
Up they go, turn around, up they go out of it, comes out the centre. Willunga trying to get onto it, he gets wrapped up, finally gets a kick up to it, goes up forward, out they come, Tonkin oversteps it, goes out, beautifully smothered on the boot there, comes out to Encounter Bay. He picks up, goes out, Gary won't get to this one, bounces over, it was head high, goes up to Horrocks. Horrocks gets his boot to it. It was his right boot, which he's not used to. Kicks out down the side, turns over there, and she goes over the boundary line for a ball up, and the poor old boundary umpire got caught out on that one.
I tell you what, they're going to be knackered by half time. These boys, if the game keeps up this pace, she's end to end.
Yeah, you just hope the ball doesn't go out when you're boundary umpire. Boundary umpire now. We're on the top side here, where we are with our broadcasting and our camera, away from the club rooms. Lines up, puts it all up. That's not bad going up there. Up they go. Thumped out by Tonkin from Bays. Puts it all down. Counter Bay gets it. Comes back out. Out it goes to Fife. Andrew Fife puts it all up in the goal square. Body on body. Comes around to Counter Bay. Handballs out. He goes for holding the ball. Didn't quite get a decent handball onto it. And she goes over to Willunga. I reckon it's Haskett, I reckon. McDonald, is it?
Yeah.
McDonald for Willunga.
Yeah.
Deep, right at full forward, gets told to play on now, turns around, doubles around, gets all up, finally gets out, he gets wrapped down and put down onto it.
Free kick
gets
down the ground.
down.
Down the
Advantage
ground.
goes off to it, goes out there now, goes over there to
Lee
for Willunga, goes up, the 2 Encounter Bay players step each other, and
that's
a
high.
Yep, accidental, he went down,
Yeah.
the player couldn't get out of it, but Encounter Bay recipients. Bulldog for the ball, drives it up, look at that ball hit down, bang,
yeah, that's a kick.
right on the chest of Nicholas
Daisy
Marshall.
cutter, low, hard and fast.
They're the kicks you want to see, the little chip kicks up in the air, sit there. That
Well, I
one
just criticised him 2 minutes ago. I didn't like his kicks up, too aerial, too slow. That one is at Pinboy out of textbook. Nick Marshall.
comes in, lines up, puts it all up, puts it up, the wind pushing, and I reckon the umpire's gone back.
Exactly.
That's going to be good enough with that one.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator. Get the power. Great service. It keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
I haven't seen jump up yet. I'm trying to pick him up where he's hiding. I need him in there. Up they go again. Bass gets his hand to the football again. It's a loose ball. Bays get it. The use of it. Out the back it goes to Tonks. Tonks to Tonkin. The Tonkin now loads up. Underneath one's Elijah Horrocks, but your man, my man, the big Sammy A. Sammy Alexopoulos, too clever back there. Good punch. And punched it straight over the boundary line to the scoreboard. Boundary umpire will throw it in.
Yeah, he'll do that day in, day out. As long as it's above your head, he'll thump it.
Yeah. Only for jam for Sam. Come open again, boundary umpire, centre wing, scoreboard side, good eye throw in. Bass used the body, Tonkin gets the fist down, Willunga get the first use of the ball, second use of the ball, can it jam it on a boot? Handball wasn't good, throw says the umpire, and Counter Bay, free kick. Free kick it will be through Sweetman. Wade Sweetman, oh, that's a bit of an ugly one. Oh. Big Bassy got one hand to it and a little tap onto Cook. Cook gets a hurried up handball. Player there held to, didn't have the football. Umpire was right on the spot. Play on quickly, they do, Willunga.
Umpire's called it back, went out too far, too wide.
Come back to Cameron McDonald. McDonald's got Brownie out here on the wing and uses him. There's no one near him. Brownie now loads up, longs one down the line. Big Bass has moved himself around again. Come back, Willunga, hurried kick over the top. Oh, made it easy for Encounter Bay. They cut it off beautifully. The kick forward, bit of a wobbly one. Oh, to Elijah Horrocks. They get away with that one. I don't know how he did that one. Come back to Tool. Tool back to Tonkin. Tonkin throws it up in the air. Gary Carpeny between two. Splits them. Gets a good mark. Plays on quickly. Hurried up through. It goes now to Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall, what's he going to do with this? Pops it up. Sits it up in the square. Clever. But underneath it there, it's way too easy for Collier.
Collier goes out, finds his player out there in the back pocket. Willunga now, steadying this down a bit, comes in and found Sammy A. He comes out, he looks over his counterpart out here in Brown, but he's a bit too far. Out he goes now, so now he goes clubroom size, drives it all off, puts it out in the wing, up they go, can't bring it down. It goes over there and she's over the, the boundary line. Yeah, the umpire was running quickly, I thought he was going to pick something, but boundary umpire with it on the forward flank from Counter Bay on the clubroom side.
17 gone.
Here he comes, sets himself, gets up. It's a nice high throw, that one. Up they go, gets down there and Bass for Willunga, puts it all down.
He don't go
and gets
nowhere.
wrapped straight up by the Willunga player on the Bay player, and it's a ball up by the umpire. Up they go, Tonkin comes over the back, gets the ball down, Counter Bay get it, handball it back, Bass gets it for Willunga. He goes off now, goes up full forward, over the head of Counter Bay, goes up and he gets wrapped up and the umpire's going to go, holding the ball, no attempt. Probably a very good move, there should be lots more of that. Now they turn around, Willunga tried to play on, but that will not happen because the ball was forward to the mark.
The wrong player.
Yeah, they tried to take advantage, but the ball was forward and wide. So.
Supposed to be Brad's ball, wasn't it?
Yep, comes back into it. He goes out and he finds his player out there, only 20 metres away, but still on that forward flank. Player runs past him there in Meagle, but he doesn't get it. Now goes over to him, goes off the back, and Counter Bay make it up. They pick it all out. Now they come. Down the wing they go. Drive this ball up their forward line. Over the one, 2-on-1, Gary Carpeny. Tries to bring it down, keeps this ball running in front of him for Encounter Bay. Counter Bay let the ball go and she finishes up over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. And look at this, the boundary umpire on that side's got caught out too. They are quick and fast, and this is exactly what we want. I hope this can continue on for all the finals. This will be great viewing.
Oh yeah.
And it comes now. Boundary umpire with it, puts the ball up, he puts them up beautiful. You can see the wind just starting to knock it down. Now it comes backwards, goes over, comes back over again to Willunga. Willunga goes forward, hits all up, out the toe, goes up, Beath can't get it, the Bays come in, they get up, handballs out. Turns around, goes down. The umpire's pinged him for incorrect disposal, and it'll be a free kick here to Bass. Daniel Bass.
He's doing all the work.
Off he goes, runs around, tries to boost it up. It's going to knock down, goes over, hits the round and Counter Bay right on the line, gets up there, and she's forced over the boundary line, forward pocket for a ball in with Willunga in attack going towards the township end at the 19.5 minute line.
Yeah, I thought maybe to didn't like the kick the way he was going around the body there for the start, and he was probably lucky to get away with that. I thought the way the angle of the kick was going, he was going to get out in the full anyway, but right alongside the point post, boundary umpire with a footy to throw it back in again. Callum Tonkin comes in, taps the back, sock it off the ground. This ball, Willunga, she's in the square. She's a loose ball in dispute, and she's rushed over the boundary line. And 1 point it is to Willunga, and they're out through Crispin, Trev.
Crispin quickly for Encounter Bay, puts it up to the wing. Out they go down, body on body. Sammy A's got it. He'll get wrapped up, and he gets to go over the boundary line, and she'll be a ball in by the boundary umpire. Relays it back to the boundary umpire over there, right in front of the coach's boxes there. So 20 minutes gone in the first quarter here at the Bay Oval. Up they go, puts the ball up there. You can see the wind just starting to push it down. Over the back it comes, can't get out. The Bay's trying to get it. Willunga throwing themselves in on the top of here, and the umpire will come in for a ball up. True wing position, right in the centre of the Bay Oval. Up she goes round. Tonkin gets it. Wonderful out through the side out there. Handball comes back inside. Comes back around again. Tonkin goes out with the ball now. Goes up. Sammy A comes over the back. Drops it with the spoil and the pressure on it. And the umpires, and they get it away here now. Goes out wide, and they find the player out there quickly on the forward flank there. And I reckon that could be, I'm not sure who was out there. Goes up. Spoil from the Bays from behind. Comes to ground. Willunga, and she goes over the boundary line. The boundary throw in for there, right on the true forward flank for Willunga. Wait for him to go. We're into time on here. And she comes now. Up they go. Over the back. Encounter Bay gets it. Drives it forward. Elijah Horrocks comes out. Handball shove in the back. And the umpire's picked it.
It was right alongside the umpire.
Horrocks now goes off with it. Bit high. Like Sammy A loves them when they sit up there like that. He goes up, picks the ball up. Handballs off to his player into there. And that was Jonathan Cook. Cook for Willunga goes off. Comes up onto the flank there. Goes over. Sockers off the ground. And it's beautifully on the chest of Willunga. Didn't pick it all out. The kick's not too good though. Crispin comes in for Encounter Bay. Bends down. Struggles around with it. Puts it all back. He gets tangled onto it. Has to be hanging on there. And that one there will go around to Hamish Tonkin from Encounter Bay. Hamish Tonkin goes back, drives this ball up there now. Out it comes. Player goes up over the back, can't get his hands in onto it. Now if it comes, handballs out to Brown. Brown goes over further and he finds his place there in Milford. Milford sidesteps around, can't get the kick. Crispin will get the ball here. Turns round, handballs over, and there's the fumble that comes up. Bays didn't need that one in Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin, unusual too. Goes back over there to Brett Meagle for Willunga. Up to centre half forward. Turns round, shrugs the tackle off. Goes over the back. Haskett comes in for Willunga. Pushes it out there. Turns around. Horrocks tries to get it for Encounter Bay. This will be a wrap-up. She'll be up for the up to the central umpire to take it at the centre here with Encounter Bay 4-1, Willunga 1-2 and the FPA scoreboard.
Yeah, he's starting up tempo now, and all up in the middle they go again. Whoa, Willunga plays straight through the charge there. Umpire let him get away for it. The kick forward is okay. Back out with the Tonks now. Come backwards again to Renshaw. Renshaw through the middle of the ground. They have to hurry and get that football. The Bays, they can't get it through Thomas Neville. He does on the second pickup. The kick forward to Nick Marshall. Got to get some hands to it, Nick. Well done. Pressure was right on. Kept the football in, but it wouldn't help. Jimmy Collier was there. James has got the footy. Long ball up. Bang. Down. Two Bay players up over the shoulder, says the umpire. Free kick to Lee.
You can pick that one out.
Yep. Lee. Oh, that kick's a shocker. Willunga, they're not playing like they did last week. The handball comes off okay. Brad Askett gets it. One bounce, two bounces, loads up, kicks it in towards the kick-off square and finds his target. And the target down there will be Joshua Dawson. Umpire's going to stick him around like the old picket fence. He's going to be hung at it from the boundary. Breeze the way it's been going, it's blowing it out from goals. So it'll be coming across his right shoulder. Here we go. We're going to do the banana kick. The check side, round, kicks it. Looks ugly, but I think it might be effective.
He's got it.
We'll wait on Big Louie. Big Louie comes.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
to see just how they come up with the other games around the grounds.
Oh, yeah.
Hope they keep up onto these. A couple there that I think were a bit one to side, one way probably, but finally back in the centre. Up they go. Tonkin goes up. Nobody really gets it. Bass gets a backhander out the back. Goes out to Tonkin again. Typical ruckman. All they want to do is handball. They don't kick very often. Turns around, gets up, and gets swung around, and turns around and holding the ball. Out it goes. Turns around, handballs off it goes, and that's made a meal of it. Goes back to Meagle again. Turns around, and he makes recoveries out to it. Out the back it goes, Encounter Bay. Recipients out the back, comes over, goes out there. It's another one missing for Encounter Bay's West. Up they go now. Horrocks comes out and he takes it overhead, plays on, handballs off inside, finds himself in Bulldog. Bulldog breaks his back out. Then he gets shoved in the back after it goes. Over, too far for the player there. Sorry, it was Jake Austin anyway that did that one previously. Out he comes, body comes in. Gary comes, he picks the ball up, goes around and says, there are more sweats on the FPH score.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we're helping you stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialist, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
They level peg you, they'll chuck you down all day. Umpire with the footy back in the middle again. Up they go. The big ruckman Bass might have got a thump to it. Callum Tonkin comes through. Second effort, third effort. Goes through well. Trapped by Brownie at the bottom of the pack. They all want to hold the ball. He's pulled it back underneath him. Over the top goes Beathy. He gets run down the ground. The only spot from Shawnee Beathy's on the ground. So he spends most of his footy career. Boy, crikeys, he goes in so hard. Peaceful today, but at least they got him on the ball now. Up they go again. That wasn't the best throw up. Sort of advantage to Callum Tonkin, but not to anyone. He's Shawnee Beath now with the football. Loads up, kicks forward. Plenty hanging on back down there with the two number 10s. Number 10 for Willunga gets the football, turns away, turns and burns the square. Body too big. Haskett with the back of the pack. Haskett runs off the player 5 metres out. Open goal.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
So, quarter time here at the Encounter Bay Oval, a very important match for position on the top 5. The FBA scoreboard, quarter time, Encounter Bay 5 goals won, Willunga starting come back a bit, 3 goals 2. We'll go back to you, Tony, and you can pay some accounts.
Thank you, boys. We'll
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialist in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale quarry direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
We're just getting started.
Players held up in the middle, that is tool, yeah. Pedal went with the odds. Well, I thought there was a free kick coming, but it didn't do it. Umpire still letting them go. The two big ruckmen tackle each other, lock the football in. The umpire will come in and ball up once again, just off the centre circle. We've gone far. Up they go. Big Tonks comes up over the top of Bass. Run on, the kick on through. Little soccer off the ground. No, Haskett goes in. He comes out with a big pirouette. Beathy, bottom of the pack again. Goes in, dives in on that football. Doesn't get it. Comes in, balls up once again. We've got a couple of scores from around the grounds, which
some people might not want to hear of it.
Yeah, some people. I know one dairy farmer won't want to hear one of the scores. Ball comes back out the back. Willunga goes to Callum Tonkin. He gets it, jams it on the boot. I thought you said ruckman don't kick. Oh, Nick Marshall, I thought he was going to claim it. Gary Carpenter swoops on it, couldn't pick it up. Ball in dispute. Willunga across the face. The goals clear themselves out into it. Scooter Brown gets the football just in time to Beathy. Blast through his fingers, couldn't get it. Haskett with it. Bounce back out, goes back out to Brown again. Brown down the line, off the hands. Baldock can send the footy back in. Can't control it. Must have too much grease on that footy at quarter time. In Gary Carpenter. He said, I can control it. And Baldock hits Carpenter fair on the chest. Carpenter goes in for a daisy cutter, and he finds his teammate there in Nicholas Marshall. Just a bit of passenger play there, Trev.
Yep, certainly was, and good use of the ball too.
Yeah.
This is Kevy's hot potato.
And 2 goals already for Nick Marshall. Deep in the pocket, scoreboard side. Brisby kicking, coming across his left shoulder. Well, that's the way the footy's going too. That's why it's not going to take anything. Big Bass comes out there. Couldn't get the footy. Chucked it on the ground. I reckon that's Hayter with the football. We've got touched or no. Big Louis going to have a bit of a conversation with the goal or the central umpire, and touch through for a minor score only. So 1 point to Encounter Bay. They got a 5 goals too. Willunga 3-2, Trev.
Up in the centre it comes, and Willunga come in and it takes the mark at centre half back. Out he comes now, drives this ball right out wide. Up they go. Tonkin goes out, comes over the back. Jack Crispin gets the ball up, smothers it, goes around. The Bay's socket her off the ground and goes forward. 3 players out here with it. Picks it all up, goes over to Carpenter. Carpenter picks the ball up, Sept stack through. Handballs over the top. Finds his player quickly there. Goes up there, and that one looks pretty good, and he misses it. There's another miss to Encounter Bay. The FP Ag scoreboard, they now go to 5 goals 3, 3 goals 2 to Willunga. The ball's going right over the back, so we'll wait for them to get a little bit of time to pick them up.
For you, mate.
Well, this is not very good scores anyway.
This is the best game.
Yep, we'll wait now for Willunga to bring this ball back in. Comes up the scoreboard side, drives it back in here, comes up wide, goes up over the back. Ball goes over the top and throw in. Scores quarter time around the ground. McLaren 7-6, Galway 1 goal, Yankalilla 4-4, Victor Harbour 2-1, Langhorns Creek 6-3 to Mount Compass 0, Strathalbyn 6-4 to Maiponga Selix 0.
Ball comes back in, Beathy with the footy come off for Bass, and she's in a pack of players not too far out from the boundary line. They're scrambling over it. Umpire will have to come in and pull this up. Oh, no, doesn't. Yes, he does. Just in the nick of time. He's in over it. Out comes the football. Umpire with the footy now. Ball's up just out in front of the scoreboard. So Bass makes it too easy. Just pulls it out of the air and ruck. Gives it to Beathy. Beathy down the line. Oh, good mate.
Body work.
Yeah, good body work out there by Warmington. Warmington turns, burns and goes. Kick to inside 50, a 1-on-1. Plenty of players hanging on there. The umpires see it my way as well. It'll be a free kick to Lee. Umpire was hiding in the background there. Don't go arguing about it, mate. If you did that last week, it was 50 metres. Easy. Well, they give away 12, 50 metres last week.
That was heaps.
Yeah. And that one there, he's turned around and had a bat chat at the umpire, explained yourself, and yeah. Didn't learn anything from last week, the boys. They got away with it. Daniel Lee with the football. 40 metres out, directly in front. I love them boys.
Yep.
Kick is on its way. Long bomb on its way. His own goal umpires. He's made him do some work. He's gone for the pacemaker back there. And 1 point only it is to Willunga. They go to 3 goals 3. Encounter Bay 5 goals 3 on the FPX scoreboard.
Certainly is. The ball's with the Bays now. Comes out, steps over the line and off he plays. Drives this ball up. Look at that wind just pushing that down a bit. Makes it up. Horrocks comes out to Bay, can't get it. Picked up beautifully by the Bays. Handballs back to Horrocks. Horrocks kicks in. It's all 3 Willunga. That was terrible. Left footer and he spins it into no man's land. Goes up quickly over there. Picks up there into Jonathan Cook for Willunga. He drives it up now. A bit of a floater. Goes out there and Encounter Bay come out and takes the ball on his chest in Braden Renshaw. Renshaw goes off, finds his player in Tool. Tool got it from Encounter Bay, drives up here to the wing now. Now it comes over the back. Nick Marshall comes out and takes it on his chest. No, it's not. This turns around, gets on to
Kyle Hayter.
Hayter. So it goes off up there, Encounter Bay now. Turns around, Carpenter gets it, wraps up the player, goes out, comes out over the back, handball goes back to Carpenter. Carpenter underneath, goes over, up the boundary line.
A bit of a blue on in the background here, mate.
Yep.
That's a bit dumb for a couple of finals players, isn't it?
Yep, certainly is. And they turn around, the umpire comes in and they decide to split up. That one there was McDonald, and of course was into Jake Austin, I reckon.
I think it was, yes.
So the ball now in the hands of Encounter Bay. They've got the ball out here. This one is Joshua Graham. Has kicked a goal and he stab kicks it out and finds Carpenter. Carpenter on the lead. They've led well up in the forward line so far, the Bays, and they've used the ball
very
beautiful.
Good today. Their short passing has been pinball accurate today. Very good indeed.
So he sets himself up now, Gary. He'll be licking his lips on this one.
He'll be wanting this one.
Yeah. It's going to be a harder kick. He's going to be kicking from probably around the 50 mark. So it's going to be one of his best, and of course he's got to contend with a wind that's going to be pushing it out from him. In he comes, drives the ball, hangs it up, hangs it up, hangs it up. Looks good. No problems at all with that one. Carpenter gets his.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we're helping you stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialist, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
It's it's a, what do they call it? Mad Monday, isn't it? If you lose on Sunday. Ball comes back up. Tonkin with the ruck work gets it down, but Bass might come out of the better argument out of this one. No, Tool goes in. No, Bass comes out again. A long raking handball back over the top to me. Good get it. Ball comes back out. Fraser, get to Callum. Back to Fraser. The old 1-2. Down the line, up in the air, they go for it. Elijah Horrocks is in the meat sandwich trouble. Bassie's too big. Courageous stuff. Beautiful pirouette, but it's gone the wrong way. It's gone down the throat of Willunga now. Comes back out wide. Out wide they run through Thomas Neville, and she's pushed him out the boundary. How's the umpire? So that
stepped over there. He was out over the boundary line when he kicked it.
So the boundary umpire get the footy, bring it right in front of the court, the scoreboard here. Bathed in beautiful sunshine here at the Bay. Big weekend for the Bays, and again next weekend holding the first of the finals. By in again, Bass over the top to Neville. Neville gets a hurry kick away again, touches the call from the umpire and Trep. Or the baby crawl on the ground, that's not good. Can they lock it in there? They can. Too many players over at umpire will come in and ball up. Right on the 50-metre arc for Willunga.
There she is, 50 metres, right on the mark now. Up she goes, Tonkin goes up. Turns around, the body of Bass put into him, goes down. Encounter Bay gets it, could have got into the back there to gamble. And he turned around and
bit of hanging on, bit of in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
The umpire's seen it.
Free kick.
So he gets up, handballs out, goes over to Tonkin. Goes out there, that one there's Fraser Tonkin. He goes up for Encounter Bay. Goes all up, full forward, up the forward line.
Over the shoulder, free kick base.
So yeah, advantage. He's played advantage. Turns around, wasn't much advantage because the player stopped by the time he the whistle went. There's a kick's gone forward and it's gone out and Horrocks has taken the mark. Yep, paid the mark. Horrocks quickly plays on. Goes up full forward. Garvin, he turns around. Goes up to a double grab. That'll be Willunga's, no problem out there and goes over there. So Collier picks it all up, comes out, finds his player out wider, comes over. He finds out and he finds his player quickly there in Dawson. Joshua Dawson for Willunga. It's right on the flank here. Scoreboard side, just puts it up. Up they go, Bass goes for it. Tonkin comes over the top, thumps it over and she goes over the boundary line, and only just because the Bay stopped and the Willunga come in, but he wasn't fully over at that stage. So the boundary umpire, top here at the scoreboard, true wing on the top side. Up she goes, puts it all up, Tonkin goes over, tries to get it over the back but he can't. Bass gets out with a handball for Willunga. Puts this ball up, Willunga into attack now. Out they come, Tonkin goes backs into it, picks it all up, need to talk to each other. There's too many of them, out they go, series of handball, out it goes, kicks it all up and they got out of here, goes out, gets touched, turn around, goes over, and I think it's Bonus, we're just happy to see that go over the boundary line and goes out to there, and it was actually James Bradford. So he turns around and it's a repeat throw in here by the boundary umpire.
Boundary umpire with the 40, bring it back in again. Things have just settled down a little bit here in the game. It's getting all so hard to score. Good high throw in again. Ruckman do it. Callum gets the work on it. Willunga get the kick away inside force. Plenty of hanging on. How's the umpire going to see this one? Oh, both of them are hanging on each other. Yeah. But the man in front, Willunga, will have a shot on goal. And in Brad Askett, just too heavy on the body. You're pretty hard to throw him out the way, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not Askett, is it? I reckon it's the other one. Doesn't look like his haircut.
No, it's not. Yeah, no. Yes, it is. No,
yes, it is.
Yeah, it's Brett. Yeah. Is that a new bowl put on his head?
Yeah, he must have, because I said it.
Lighten him up a bit. So Brad Askett, unbelievable last week, put me back 10 years, where he played last week. Askett on his way, just drills that football straight through the eye, little.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialist in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
It's hard for the ball getters to control it.
They get around to those two big fellas, don't they?
Yeah.
Geez, they cover some ground.
So Ruckman goes up, turns around, jumps over, up they go. I just don't like the way Ruckman attack the body into here, and they'll players let it go, the umpires let it go. Back in the centre, Bass taps it forward for it. Out it comes over the back, Encounter Bay gets it, drives it out now, goes out. That's hanging on. The umpires stand and see that and let it go. Off it goes. Comes around quickly out there to Encounter Bay. Goes up to Carpenter. Carpenter will look inside. Handball goes back in. Kleinick goes up. Drives this ball and he misses that one. And it goes through for a minor score. So they go now to 6 goals for Encounter Bay. 4 goals, 3 to Willunga.
Big build up, big lot of waste. Ball comes back out again. Bass goes out. They always kick it out to the big territory. Meagle's under it. Couldn't get it. Bonus with the football. Fires back in for the Bays. Need a mark. Up they go. Nick Marshall can't control it. Willunga a team 2-timing him again. Up out they go to Brownie. Brownie will just pull his head in. Control the football. Needs to get to a kid. Doesn't. Going to do it down to Hamish Tonkin, is it? No, Fraser, sorry. Fraser now. Direct delivery of the football. In she goes again. Down to Tool's throat. Tool, another little chip. I don't like this chipping up in the air. It's got to go direct and hard. Comes back out. McDonald for Willunga gets his hands away. Another series of handball. Back out to Scotty Brown again. Brownie goes backwards. Backwards they go to Beathy. Beathy switches up play. Backwards he goes to his big fella. Big fella just uses the body. Underneath his feet comes his little runner. Through the middle corridor they come. The ball's bouncing. Good mark taken back down there by Lawton. Lawton now for Willunga. Right on the centre circle. What's he got? Goes out deep, comes out towards the broadcast van. The ball bounces down, comes off hands. How did it come off hands?
Yeah,
did it come off hands?
Yeah, it was just below the knee anyway. So.
Boundary umpire will throw it back in, and Toddy Martin, it wasn't the best kick to him. It had to go direct, and it didn't do. Well, just aren't getting their kicks going direct. Just a different game. We've seen them play from last week. A bit more pressure applied to them this week. Up they go, over the back, both Ruckman, but Bass Bundy gets a second effort away. Oh, the clever handball back over the top. Over the top it comes through, and a kick forward there by Sam Rennie. And Sam Rennie is off target and through for a minor score for Willunga. So both sides are shooting away blazingly at the goals, Trev. So Willunga will go to 4-5. Encounter Bay should be about 6-4-5 now on the scoreboard. Boys must have got a pie for quarter time because they've given up putting the scores up.
Yeah,
which
doesn't
surprise us here.
They miss them, don't they?
We're missing
our little computer, Kevy.
Scoreboard, Kev,
You're watching on that big screen, we don't have the tablet. In it comes, Encounter Bay now, drives this ball up, finds it all out, out comes to Tool. Tool gets it away with it, puts it all up, and this one's going to be tight, bounces up and down, goes over, Encounter Bay gets the ball, he gets wrapped up, turns around, puts it all down, and then he taps it over, and she goes out of bounds for a ball in on the wing position on the scoreboard side.
Is that where you play the deliberate one?
Yes.
I haven't seen the deliberate this year.
No, hasn't been much on it, has it? But the umpire couldn't see that one. Both players had tried to. It was sitting right there. Up she goes now. Goes up into there. Tonkin goes up and he gets shoved underneath it. Out it comes. Encounter Bay gets it. Turns around. Horrocks gets the ball out. Puts it over. Bonus gets it for Encounter Bay. He gets wrapped down. Willunga gets up. Bass gets it. Puts it all out. Comes out. Willunga staggering around here. That's no good. Tonkin goes in. Throws it all out. Out it goes. Rolls around to Hamish Tonkin. He gets around. Puts it all down. Willunga recover. He kicks it all up. Up it goes, and that's a defensive mark out there to Encounter Bay, and that one there is Josh Marshall. Marshall quickly plays on, comes back to Tonkin. Tonkin goes out again now, finds his player out there. Beautiful trap, but can he grab it under now? Can. Puts it off inside, back to Tonkin. Tonkin looks up, goes in, puts it out wide. This will just about go off. Turn around, gutsy foot to it, and Encounter Bay kept it in play. Off they go now. Picks all up on the forward flank, stacks on the mill going on here, hits the ground, ball on the ground, goes around. Nobody really wants it. They're gone out. The umpire says, I will have it on the forward flank. Clobbering.
Oh, you can smell finals berth here for this game, can't you? She's on. Everybody's going for it.
16 minutes in the second quarter.
Up by they go again. Callum comes over the top of Bass and gets his hands to it. She's not going anywhere. What do we got? Umpire says I'll have it. And we'll ball up again. Far side of the oval. This has got a double spot on it for the finals. This is the last minor round game. By the go, Bass gets the tap down, goes to Bonus. Bonus loads up on the boot. Who's got her hands on it in there? Comes off a series of them. Tool can't get it. Picked up out by Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall loads up, goes for goals. He's off target. He misses the lot.
Free kick.
And that is out of bounds on the full. It doesn't matter. It's a free kick to Scotty Brown, Trev.
Scotty Brown for Willunga in the back pocket, goes across.
Gutsy.
Yep, umpire pings it and he goes up.
Jimmy Collier.
Volley for Willunga. He's in full back position, drives to the club-room side, goes out the 50-metre arc. Out they go, Bass can't get to it. Turns around, hits the ground, tackles come on. Tackles are coming on here, left, right and centre, and down they go, and the Willunga player's still down, is he? Rolling around a bit, it could be a bit winded, and they've got, I thought the umpire's picking something, but no. Picks himself up, and it's a ball up on that forward flank for Encounter Bay, kicking towards the township end. Over it goes to Carpenter. Carpenter snaps, drives all out there, and it's a relieving mark on the back line there to Willunga. He puts it all out, finds his player out there, and Brown now brings it back inside, not probably, but it got over to Sammy A. Sammy A gets the ball. That's not the kick anyway. Oh, he pulled himself out. Well, the Bay boy turns around, ducks his head. Umpire lets it go. No, yes, hold the ball.
Play on advantage.
Play on advantage to Encounter Bay. Encounter Bay go out. They're opening this up. If they can keep it in, they won't. He's got to touch it, and she's out. I would say free kick to Willunga.
Boundary umpire's ball.
Never got a hand to it, and Sammy A with the ball. Willunga now go back in. Goes to Brown. Brown in the back pocket now. Comes out the flank, and that's the Blazer dropped another one. Handball goes out. Comes back around. That one there goes to Neville, Thomas Neville. Goes out there over the top. Toole misses it. Goes around, it goes over onto it. Comes out to Willunga now with the ball. Handball's off. Now they've got it in the back lines. Handball, bang! He gets thrown down. Sling tackle, and that should be the ball back. Has to be back because he slung it. He's got rid of the ball in it, so it shouldn't be advantage up the ground.
Bringing it back?
Yep. Bringing it back. Now he's turning. He's got to get behind his mark now. And that was not where the tackle was.
No, not even close.
So anyway, it was where the ball went first of all. So Willunga now, play off, go forward, up they go, over the top, goes out. Now they're reading it. Handball comes back through, that goes in there.
Jack Crispin,
Renshaw.
in all sorts
Renshaw
of trouble.
gets up there. Willunga, take the ball forward, 2 on the 1. There it is. Bass with the stretch and the body play. And the turn around, no good arguing there in Bulldog. That was just body play on that. So Bass now, trying to stretch this back to going into it and cut back this 2-goal lead just down to 1 now. Line up. It's only 20 metres out.
He's been going
Slide angle.
Put him down there for rest.
Just imagine where he's going to go to. Puts it all up. What's he going to do? Slide across, puts it up, puts it all up. The umpire runs, but that looks good enough for that.
Write him down.
Yep.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
McLaren, they have to win, I think, beat Gore by about 115 goals to claim percentage over Langhorne Creek, so I can't see that happening. So this is the major change here. What can be? Encounter Bay Willunga, who gets to play. Oh, that'll be McLaren next week. Oh, that'll be a good game. Willunga or Willunga.
Yeah.
Look out. Ball comes back up in the middle again. Tonkin gets his hands to it. Come through the middle of the base. Do they get a hurried kick? Forward chance here for Graham pushing it. Well done, Jimmy Collier. Gary Carpenter's there, got some help in there. Gary gets the fingers out to it, out to Graham. Handball to Toole. Toole gets it, unloads the kick. Looks pretty good. That's good bit of play from Encounter Bay and a good.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Coming for back in our true stuff because both these sides are just hitting their straps.
See, the Bays would be itching to get this because they got their home ground again.
Oh, be loving it next week, yeah.
They'll be keen as all mustard and gives them another week in no matter what happens. So up in the centre, up she goes. Tonkin gets it, flicks it down to the side, out it goes, overruns it, but gets it, and that was quickly out there, and that was there to Thomas Neville. goes over the back, out they goes. Willunga, that almost looked like a throw. Willunga now go back in again. Off it goes to Sammy A. Puts it up the forward position. That's a good strong mark there to
number 12.
Todd Martin.
Sammy Tregenza.
Was it there?
Yep.
So Sammy Tregenza goes up. This time the spoil come down onto Bass. Turns around, off it goes. Picks all up under there. And there's the Cook reply over there to Cookie, is it?
Yep, number 18.
Yep. So
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
The centre circle, move back into it. Tonks has probably said, man, this is where I'm going to tap it. This is where I want you to be. Umpire with the footy. 23 minutes gone, a minute in the time on we are in the second term. Umpire now flicks the footy high up in there again. Tonkin, good punch up over the top. The race onto it. Oh, then Haskett. Haskett gets the footy to Sammy A. Sammy A, the wonder, gets the kick away in dispute. Tonkin, Callum gets it back up to Elijah Horrocks. He gets the football back inside the teammate. The run comes back through down there through Wade Sweetman. Off hands to the goal player there. Get the ball alive inside. Took out the goalpost on the way through. Goalpost has lost its padding. Umpires, for safety's sake, is going to have to pull this up.
Holding the ball against Carpenter.
So the free kick is going to go to Willunga. Big Louie. I wouldn't worry about the padding, mate. Leave it up to somebody, but the umpire's got to pull that up. You can't have that. It's too dangerous. And here comes the first of the 50 metres.
It's nearly another 50.
I was going to say Gary is supposed to give it back to the player, not to the umpire. And Gary's asking the question.
And he hasn't set the mark.
That's the shortest 50 I've seen for a while. Different than last week, isn't it? Ball comes back out. Scotty Brown's got the football. Burns and turns. Gets it right under the wing. Bulldog underneath it. Controls it. Settle it down. Bulldog now with the 40. Goes in for a slight daisy cut it. Works okay. Finds Tool. Tool's going to switch up play. Switch up play he does. Goes right out wide. That's Hayter out there. Or is it Nick Marshall? Hayter it was with the kick. Socket off the ground. It is by Shawnee Beath. Beath now gets it over the teammate. Look at the pace burn. Meagle's got it. Ball dispossessed. That is holding the ball, Trev. Good call.
So here's the Bays now with it on the wing. Brought it back in. Comes in. He's waited and just got there. Turns around, goes over to Tool. Tool with it for Encounter Bay. Drives this ball up in the forward flank. They're going wide. He turns around, goes out, and Willunga step in underneath and take a relieving mark in the back flank. Wide they are. Out in the clubroom side. 25 minutes gone this second quarter. Up she goes, back towards the club rooms. Over the back it comes. Up there, goes up. Willunga, slap the ball forward. Stacks on the millie, and the umpire will walk in here and have a ball up in the forward flank. 25 and a half minutes gone. 7-4 Encounter Bay, 6-4 Willunga.
Tonkin with the football down, socket off the ground, 5 through, threads the needle, gets a kick away, a hurried one, high up in the air. Underneath it is Brownie. Scotty Brown again with the football, delivers it beautifully down the line, finds his teammate hugging the boundary line. They switch up, play back in the centre to McDonald. Cameron McDonald now, he switches it across the oval again. They're playing in Canterbury game on their oval. Over it now to Jimmy Collier. James now gets the footy back down to his teammate down there, and he does find him, and that's in Milford.
Held him up though.
Milford there, yeah, stop the run coming down, gives a chance for Bays to pick him up. Umpire's whistling him on to go. Milford now lines up the football. Oh, she's a blue and white arm, double blue army down here. Comes back out to Crispin. Crispin gets up the teammate, Elijah Horrocks, underneath the football. Uses it well. Now down there it is with Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin goes back into the centre to Hamish Tonkin. There's plenty of them out there. Hamish now runs on, uses his full 15. They switch up play now. For them, for some reason, they're going coach's side. There goes the siren. It is half time here at Encounter Bay Oval. I just don't get that why both sides were pushing to different boundaries, but never mind. It's in their game plan. Well, the scoreboard at the moment is reading 7 goals for Encounter Bay, Willunga 6 goals for on our FP Ag scoreboard. Wait the goal umpires to wave it off, but I think we're pretty close.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Trev's doing a little tally up here.
4,
Back.
6, yep.
Sucks
6, 4,
without our
7,
little
4.
computer, doesn't it?
Yep, it does.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we're helping you stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialist, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today. The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale quarry direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Everywhere by the first quarter. Tommy then got dragged and was still bucking down there. colder too, I think. They had bloody gave me the wrong score. I knew I had a marker down. It was only 6. He said it was 6. Because he said it, because it goes on there. And then the other one said, no, it's only 6. I've been played down the track, so it's good. Score. Lost track of it. I didn't say. I sure went on then because I marked it down too. I should have stayed with what I thought.
Yes, that. That's the one.
I mean, you want to eat there. You don't need to be in Australia to go, no. We have that before, okay? I'll put the screen there. Yeah, that's right, it's sitting there. Especially with the front camera now. Yeah. This is how it's going to be extensions of that. Must have only so many people use it. I remember the first year, that's all we ever did, was in contact with that deal. So we were looking at the gun, we wasn't in the gun. it's better to stay overnight. But, yeah. I'm going to leave the power into this. Turn it off. There we go. Turn it out again.
This won't be a bad thing before you.
Just text message.
The line has got the reason stronger than the last one. It's going to go down to the upper head.
This is what we watched the cowboy system for the 96. One goal with it.
Fourth. 5 balls by 605. I wanted to put the train on. I knew I was wrong. Who's telling me about that? And I'll put it up with him.
Yeah. I think find out sometimes. I know this one is. What's that? Point system.
That's the balls.
Yeah, because they're, especially that end, they're a long way from it. I want to try and put up a TV thing.
I think the ones that he gave us point just run it out of there.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's a long way to
Quite
see.
right, I thought it was a point too.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Maybe the weather's good tomorrow too.
22.
Yeah.
Thursday, this week, not so long when I start putting all that on.
Yeah, no. Snakes will start coming out too. Saturday, 5th of September, second half.
Well, we got the scores from around the grounds, and if you're a dairy farmer at Mount Compass, you probably won't.
Back of the quick. 48. Yep.
Ball comes back out of the centre, goes round to Crispin. Crispin just loads up, just kick it and hope. Underneath it is the ever reliable Semi-Olexapolis. Goes short to Brownie. Still hasn't watched him now. Scooty goes. Now he does. Does the old fake. Speed round out towards us in the commentary box here.
Back to his
Scoreboard side. He probably will wax in a few kicks. Brownie just loads up down the line, looking for the big fella in back. Bass gets it punched away from him. Back down now to Bonus. Bonus goes around and mark there to Haskett. Just it's 15 metres. He's directing traffic down the line. Haskett's looking for something. Where's he going to go? Hugging the boundary line. Still sails it past the scoreboard. Down the line towards Lee. Gets it punched away from him. Ball in dispute up on the ground. Good hands. Comes back out quickly and deals down there with Lawton. Lawton now fires the footy inbound. Chance here for the Bays. Gobbled up the footy. Assisted comes out there from his teammates. Under the football comes Tonkins now. Has to go out. Has to beat young Sammy Tregenza. And he doesn't beat anybody, and it comes off hands. And over the boundary line, just about 50 metre arc. And the emblems and the logos of the league. And the boundary umpire's got more coloured lines out there, all ready for the big grand final for the women's tomorrow here at Encounter Bay. Got El Presidente out there giving us the scores today. Gets tapped back out of over the top to Willunga. Blaine gets it, kicked it, hurried one around the corner, slung him as the kick was going, ball in the ground. She's on now, pressure's on. And pressure will stop a little bit there, Trav. Ball will come in and ball up about 40 metres out in front of Willunga goals.
Certainly is. Willunga into attack. He looks around, sets himself up, goes up. Willunga get the ball down, comes down, snap off the ground and goes on and finds right on the chest of the player there, and Willunga will have an easy shot here, about 25 metres out at a very slight angle. We'll wait for him to go. The crowd onto there. Can't pick up who it is. Can't pick him up there. So we'll just hope he's going to have a set shot. So this is the first true spot at goals here. So he comes in, finds himself up, drives, kicks the ball. He looks all right. He loves it. Straight through the centre there it goes. So
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
There for me for a while, but he was pretty pumped about kicking that goal. Footy back up in the centre again. Here we go. Game is on at Encounter Bay. Bass to Haskett. This is what happened last week. Comes back out. Cut off by Tonkin. Tonkin to Tonkin. Hamish to Fraser. Down the line it goes to Elijah. Little bit of hands in the back there by Sammy. Probably just to stop him going through, really. But the letter of the law says free kick to Elijah Horrocks. Daisy cutter comes in to Gary Carpenter. That was just weak, ordinary. Cut off easily by Shawnee Beath. Beath just settled down. No wasted kicks they want for Willunga. Took a long time to come out of the
Milford
centre the half-time break. And Mitch might have been putting a few more vocabularies on the wall in there. He's with Milford. Now Milford loads up in front of the scoreboard. She floats, she comes off hands and out of bounds right on the true centre wing in front of the scoreboard here at the beautiful Encounter Bay Oval. The boundary umpire will come into play to throw it back in again. Tonkin and Bass to do battle again. All drawn away. Encounter Bay got themselves a bit of a comfortable break. Willunga close the margin for back to nothing again. Plenty of pushing going on in there. The umpire might have seen that one because it was a fair old shove because Tonks, that was the best dive I've seen him do for a long time.
There, though,
yeah. It was a fair old, he made some momentum. So Callum Tonkin, the ruckman, the kick for the Bays, a long high aerial kick, and underneath it, ever reliable again. Sammy Alex goes backwards. Backwards he goes to McDonald. McDonald switches up play, comes over to Jimmy Collier. So James now. We're going to go backwards, Sammy. No, we're going to go clubroom side. We're going to go through the centre. Haskett runs here. No, they don't. They all lead out. Collier keeps the ball back out again. Plenty of Encounter Bay players out there. Out one number them. Gary keeps it in. Hands it up. Holds it up like a pizza ready for delivery. Combs for an open goal. It's out the front. Picked up by Kai today. Kai snapped it on his off target. Through for a point only. Woo! That would have been a beauty. 1 point only to Encounter Bay. They move along to 7-5 to 7-4. Willunga on an FPX scoreboard.
It was a pretty good go. He's been thrown around. Willunga with the ball now, full back. Comes out, he steps over, so off he goes. Play on, says the umpire. Drives this ball out there. McDonald puts it all out to the clubroom side and goes out and the mark out there to Crispin, I reckon. No, it's not.
Nick Marshall.
And turn around, goes over there and fingertip us to Renshaw for Encounter Bay. He drives it now, up quick, up down, goes over, fists come out, goes down, nobody reads it but Willunga. Brown gets it, handballs out, the Beef goes down, just gets it away, gets it out there quickly around to Lawton. Lawton puts it all out and the ball goes over the boundary line and the forward flank on the clubroom side.
The kick was full over to it. I don't think did he get hands to it? He must have boundary umpires coming into play.
Yeah, boundary umpires there, so must have, yeah.
He would have been told to. It's right by the popular barbecue van there where there are a few supporters do
I wouldn't have thought that's where it went out, but still.
No, I'd go down back to you for 5 metres.
Yeah, up she goes there, turns around again, they can't try to get it out, and Encounter Bay gets it up, handballs back inside, now it comes out, too far, goes over the back, over they come, out they come, turns around, handballs, spit high, guy, turns around, goes back again to the Bays. Bays took off before they had it, and that goes out, and Willunga come out there and take it out in the back line. Haskett with the ball, out in the wing, clubroom side, waits, looks, turns around, now he plays on, goes down closer to the boundary line, off it goes, and over the front, it goes out there, and the umpire plays a mark there to Encounter Bay. Looks like it might have been Tonkin. Tonkin puts it all up, finds his player around in Callum Tonkin here in the wing, goes over, and that's miles too far. Out it goes, got to keep your feet, the Bays. Turn around, Willunga gets the handballs out, comes back again. Advantage goes to the umpire. Turns around and Beef picks up here and goes around here to Tregenza. Tregenza for Willunga. Still on this back flank. Turns around, puts it back, and that's not even 15. His side kicks it back. It goes backwards by 2 metres. Beef now with the ball for Willunga. Still on the back flank. He does a small kick. Goes up there and finds Haskett. Haskett drifting down. The Bays need to pick players. No good just running back. Haskett now plays off, goes to the clubroom side, drives it out wide to that flank. Out they go, man in front of the Bays. Handball comes back, goes as his player, finds it in the centre, hot going on here, turns around, the Bays need to get it, they're under pressure here. Willunga picks the ball up, handballs it back, goes his player, he steps inside, goes over, that looked like it was almost touched, goes up there, and out comes Bass for Willunga, puts it all up in the full forward. Goes up on the ground, hits the ground there, comes the ground there, out they come, the Bays try to suck it off the ground, Willunga go down, handball by the Bays, turn around, kick comes out of it, goes up on the flank, out they go onto there, Willunga turn around, gets it all up, and the umpire wraps it up and says, I will have it as a ball up on the true wing on the clubroom side.
Back to where she once started, in and out she goes, umpire flicks the footy up again, Bass Tonkin are doing battle out there again. Easy ruck contest for both of them. Ball goes on the ground. She's in there. She's out of there. Willunga now the run. Jimmy Collier's got a handball deflected. Back to him it goes. The double play back to Collier. Gets a kick away. Up underneath it's Tonkin. He can't get it. Punched away. Second effort comes out from Fraser. Now through to Hamish. Jams it on the curtain. It's a shocker. Straight down the throat. I reckon that out there would be 35. Oh yeah. Scotty Lachlan. I think it could be for Willunga. Goes back, short, inside, need to settle things down. Willunga, Scotty Brown screaming for it. Comes across the oval. Comes the true backman, boys. Sammy A with the footy.
He keeps going to get it. Keep running.
Switch it up again. Goes backwards. Beef Got the Sun contend with back down in there. Players come over the top, beats Willunga, beats Encounter Bay, close to the boundary line. Handball inside from Callum, goes to Bass. Bass gets it, handball's up over the top of his head, close to the boundary line. Plenty of players fighting for the football. Umpire says, I'll have it. And the centre umpire will come in and will ball it up close to the boundary line. Just outside 50, about 60 metres out from Willunga goals. Tap back out over the top to Bass, a kick away from the boundary line from Willunga. Inbound she comes again, they fly high early, punched away and punched over the boundary line. And the boundary umpire will come into play about 20 metres around from goals. This will get thrown in, Willunga, right in the drive line here. Breeze, I reckon, it's just dropped right out.
Yeah, I reckon it has too.
So no real advantage for both sides here at all, and the breeze was. But Willunga definitely playing a little bit better of the football at the moment. Bays through Callum Tonkin, sets himself in front, backwards around it goes again, a hurry kick up in the air it is from Willunga. I think that might have been our last goal kicker, it was Warmington, and that was ugly. Just kicked that out of the cricket nets. I'll take someone to go and get the footy, someone going to get it for him. And out of the car,
yep, there she comes. Bays with the ball.
Renshaw
comes back in, goes out and he finds his player up on the back flank, quickly plays off, comes into the centre, drives it out it goes, 2 on 1 here, just a bit of body work, and that goes and it finds the big short player there in Joshua Graham kicks it up onto the lead, out it comes, and that was a good go and fine in Tool Daniel goes over, and there are the shocking kicks.
Steady Bays.
Their Bays are falling back in their old pattern now, they can't keep it up. Out it comes out there and goes off, and that gets touched, turned around, gets up, out they come. Oh!
In danger.
In danger, and the umpire's picked it. Yep. It doesn't have to be a huge kick, as long as the hands are on the ball, they're going to ping him, which is good to see. Turn round, kicks this ball up the Bays do now. Over the back it goes, and now comes Marshall, I reckon, isn't it?
No, Kyle Hayter.
Kyle Hayter puts it all up. That goes Carpenter over the back, picks it all up, bingo, and he puts that through there. Goal umpire turned his back, so he had no real idea.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialist in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
A grade this year, all 9 of them, I suppose. But
we've said to all the other clubs that being a short season going on, the good thing that's coming out is that the kids are getting the go.
Yeah.
As long as they continue on with them next year, that is going to be the important thing for all clubs.
Next year, that's a long way away, Trev. What's going to happen?
That's what we thought this year.
Umpire with the footy, here we go again, up they go. Change of ruck and Jules from Willunga in there. Comes out, Sammy Tregenza's got the footy, jams it on the boot, goes forward, can't be Mark Meagle in there. Bays are back in there, Bays will come out of it. No, they don't, goes back straight down to Lee. Lee now for Willunga, jams it on the boot. Oh, they've got a whistle, and we've got a whistle, goes to Encounter Bay, there's an infringement in there. Brad Haskett's turning his back and having a yak at the umpire, so he might be the infringer. And the footy for the Bays comes out and it's flying to target. And another target. So Tonkin to Callum Tonkin now, the big ruckman in the middle, controls the football. Needs targets down the line. They're still keeping it low. Trajectory are good. Ooh, slips catch, not paid, out to Crispin. Dodges it, threads it like a needle. Crispin loads up, out towards Elijah Horrocks. The poor Bay players overrun the football. Still comes back out wide. Horrocks fighting for it. No, Willunga, don't matter. Sammy 8. And where you going, Sammy? Oh, he's gone. He popped it up in the air. It's sat up. It's sat inside the boundary line. Bay's now come in with numbers. They hold the footy. Will come in and ball up right on the 50-metre arc for Encounter Bay trip.
Well, yeah, that was an unusual kick by
I don't know what Sammy was
experienced
trying to do
player.
Just clear it.
Up she goes. Tonkin gets it. Comes straight through, and Crispin, his kick is smothered. Turns around. Sammy tries to get it. Taps it forward. Out it comes now. Beef gets it. Puts it up for Willunga. Up they goes. Counter Bay messes it all up. Comes back to Fife. Fife handballs back. Side steps around, and Tonkin. That was another kick that spoiled and turns the ball over. Goes back in. Out they come. Bang! Down he goes. Turn around. Has to be holding the ball. You can see that one from the side. Poor old Willunga player there.
The only one that didn't see the train coming.
Lawton. Good. Cash cow come in on him. Turns around. Bays kicked his ball up. Out it goes wide there. Bays turn around. Can't get to it. Got a hand to it was the most important thing. It goes over the boundary line in the forward flank here, and Counter Bay into attack going towards the netball court ends.
Boundary umpire with a 40 to throw it back in again. I thought he might have wrapped his arms under that one, but he's put his hand to it. Force the error. Boundary umpire with a 40. Running, coming in, back in it. That one's a bit lower, but doesn't get tapped down again. Or tacklers come in fierce times now. Numbers under the 40. Hanging on. Free kick. Willunga. Willunga through 15 there in Sammy Rennie. Rennie goes short. That wouldn't be 15, would it?
No way in the world.
Scotty Brown's taken the umpire's paid it, and there's another one that I wouldn't be buying land off. You know, land agent, mate, gone to Meagle.
Yeah. I still think they should be.
I think the two of them put together would have made 15. Ball comes up to Scotty Brown. Meagle's handball across to Brownie. Brownie loads it up on the boot, kicks it out wide. A wild ball, loose ball up on the ground. Plenty of players over it. Willunga get a tap forward. Haskett comes through, uses his body, handballs up to the teammate. Happy handballs happening out there, intercepted by Encounter Bay. Encounter Bay force it to the boundary line. And the boundary umpire coming to play, Trev.
Certainly is. True wing position, scoreboard side. Boundary umpire with it in position. Steps in, counts his 4 or 5 paces and still keeps going. Sets himself up now. Goes back 2. One big jump and then throws it. Up she goes, over the back. Tonkin gets it, flicks it all down. Then he goes back in again. Turns around, tries to get it up on there. Stacks on here, and the umpire will have to come in for a central throw up. We give ourselves 16 and a half minutes gone in the third quarter. She's still tight. Up they go. Tonkin gets it over the back. Turn around. Bays can't make a recovery out of it. Turns around, hitting the ground. Gets wrapped up on here. Comes free though. Out they go. Willunga pushing it forward. Smacked it on the ground again. Out they come. Willunga picked it all up, threw it all up, but it went to the Bays. Bays handball goes back to Tonkin. Tonkin's quite happy to see it go over the boundary line for Encounter Bay in the forward flank for Willunga.
Yeah, she was a fast one out to Fraser, that's for sure.
17 minutes gone, third quarter.
She's setting up for a big last quarter, Trev.
Yep. In she goes, boundary umpire, woofs it up, goes short, comes down short, Counter Bay trying to get it out. Willunga goes up, Counter Bay gets wrapped up. Now it comes out, now they're on the run, now they get it. Kick goes in the back, over toe, too far. Here they go, there we go. Now he can set himself up here, goes, puts it all up, goes over the back, thanks so much. All he has to do is get it, spent it away there by Willunga. Great defensive work there.
McDonald.
And can there and turn around, they probably messed that one up in Counter Bay. FBA scoreboard, Encounter Bay 8 goals 6, I reckon, to Willunga 7-4.
Right, the kick was come back out. Now to Sammy A, marked the footy, got pushed over there. It was by Sweetman. Umpires awarded a 50-metre penalty. So Sammy A from centre of the ground plays on now. Kicks the football out wide. That was a bit of a waste of 50 metres. Sammy, it's a turnover. Comes back to the Bays. The Bays now back up on the boot, but Sammy A's going to make respect up. Tries to get it back. Well intercepted. There it is by Fife. Now comes in to Carpenter. Gary Carpenter. Docks. Weaves. Goes around the big fella. Little soccer. Glenn got 8 moves more the grass than he did with the football. Tap over by Sammy A. Picked up it is by Sweetman. Tap up over the top and a mark just taken by Daniel Toole.
They nearly messed it up, didn't they?
Oh yeah, well, the high ones in. Just need to relax, settle the eyes a little bit, find their targets. It was way too big for Toole on the inside. 30 seconds ago. This time he has it. Well within distance, 35 metres out. Eventually directly right in front of his own goals. Kicking towards the netball courts in. Kick is on its way. Big Louie doesn't have to go too far.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field.
Next scoreboard on our van, I think. It's just,
It is
you can't understand. The local lads there in Counter Bay kicked the goal and they put it up the opposition. Anyhow, she's back in the centre. Got ourselves 19.5 minutes gone, up they go. Tonkin gets it for the Bays, comes down. Bays can't get it out with it and the umpire will have to come in for a repeat throw-up. Up he goes again, turn around, goes up again, up they go, Tonkin goes again, just gets his hands to it, comes back down, crashes through in Counter Bay, he gets thrown down, Willunga can't get the handball away, now it goes back out, Smothered come out, Counter Bay pick the ball up, interfered with each other, now it's gone forward, Willunga pick the ball up there, they come out and throws Brown on the chest, Willunga, true wing position, goes off, he'll go over to the clubroom side, over he goes out there, picks it all up, off they go now, running out wide and they go wider still, they go out, find his player out there quickly and that's Todd Martin I reckon.
No, Cookie.
Cookie is it?
Yep.
It's 18 is it? Right,
yep.
So yeah, it's close to a 19. Anyway, goes up their forward lines and Counter Bay can't get it, handball comes up, goes back quickly, Tonkin can't get it, turns around, goes back in again, Counter Bay handballs out the back of the pack and the kick goes forward and he finds his player out in the back flank. He's now got to wait for players because they're all stormed into the back lines. He now waits. He's got the centre if he wants them.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, turn it over. Don't try and race and pick them up. Up they go over there. Over the back. It's out the back now. Now it's the legs. Out they come to Cook, I reckon. Goes up. Willunga can't get away with it. Gets his handball though. Comes off quickly. Back around. Goes
now
back to Willunga. Willunga seals handballs. Back to the player and he goes forward again. Back again. Good backup flyer. Goes off again. He'll get it back again. The umpire's gone bang, free kick, and it's bringing it back, is he?
I don't know, but there's a yike
There's a
going
big
on
yike
in the interchange race. Boys, both of you are playing finals next week. You wouldn't want to night out.
I think the free kick will stand. We'll come back to Willunga, I would say.
No, it's gone to the base.
So, there you go then. So I didn't know what that was for. Up they go. Tool goes up, gets the ball. Turn around, Counter Bay now, true wing, drives us up in the forward lines, out they go, bang, can't get it down low in the base. Willunga picked it all up, handballs out, comes around to Crispin, I reckon, Crispin goes out of bounds, and she's on the forward flank, right through the barbecue hut. 22 minutes with 9-6 to Encounter Bay, 7-4 to
Must have been a free kick, right, because he's gone to Willunga. So, Willunga with the free kick, plays in short, daisy cutter, it's okay, intercepted, picked up by Haskett. Haskett can go out to Brown, he's hovering across on the scoreboard side wing on his own, he's gone too far out of distance now, he's still got McDonald here he can go to. Haskett now goes to the happy handball in the middle, goes to Beathy, but he's pushed him in the back and Beathy will end up with a free kick.
That was terrible, they had him on toast there.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably well played by Sean Beath myself. He knew what was going to happen and just did the old, I'm going forward. Beath now loads up towards the coaches' boxes, and that's about where the football's going to end up. Tisn't comes back over the top. I reckon that might be the run on through from Meagle. He gets a hurried handball up over the top. Oh, handball's happy. Handball's happening. Willunga still play on, says the umpire. Pack of players, bottom of the pack. Umpire will come in and separate them and ball up. Ball up, he will, right on the 50-metre arc for Willunga. How's that scoreboard going? Oh, we've changed it now. We've got
2 goals, 2 different.
Got it all organised now. 4 guys back up in the middle. Bass gets a roundhouse to it. Ball goes down, loose on the ground. Counter Bay try the handball. Callum Tonkin picks it up. Carried one. There's players that spun around. They're yelling out at the umpire. And there's still a bit of friendliness going out there, isn't there?
Yeah, both of them want this win.
Yeah.
Which is good.
The footy, ball's up again. Close to the boundary line, Big Bass in the front. We'll get the free kick out of that one. I think Callum said to the umpire, we'll throw the bloody thing up. Bass gets it, just loads it up on the boot. Wasn't his best kick. It's gone straight down the throat of Encounter Bay. Willunga have run off him. Encounter Bay have got a free and easy moment to move the football. And move the football they will through Hamish Tonkin. Hamish Tonkin into Tool. Backwards it goes, back inbound again. The Bays now load up,
There's
load
a
out
go.
wide,
Yeah,
and got to get
good
down
mark.
to it. Was that Tool out there? Or
I reckon it's like Graham, isn't it?
no, Daniel Tool,
Tool.
I reckon. Yeah, Tool it is with the football. Inbound, here goes Graham now, can't bat it, bash, crash, then Askett gets it, clever, taps it in comes Nick Marshall, Brown, Cameron, the big fella, he's always got it around the body,
He's got that.
and he has got it.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we're helping you stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialist, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
Wait for the umpire for things to set.
Might be
Turns round back in the centre. 25 minutes gone, so we're well into time on. Up she goes, turn round, Basta stands underneath. That's shepping. I can't understand how you can do it. That's what the line is for. Kick goes out by Haskett for Willunga, goes forward, and there's Willunga, comes out and takes that on his chest. The Bays really do not want them to score a goal. Up they go now. He drives it into the flank. Out it goes. In the back it goes. Out the back goes Crispin. Crispin for them. Puts them out for Encounter Bay. Goes up on the wing, goes out, but Willunga, the recipients there on their forward flank. Clubroom side, goes back out there, can't make his mind up, finally now drives it, they're still going deep into the pocket.
Don't know why.
Crispin's gone out
There goes
there,
the honker.
and there goes the siren.
Yep.
So it's gone there, and that was only 25 minutes that quarter, so they're getting shorter on it.
4 goals that
Three-quarter time here in Encounter Bay Oval. We have Encounter Bay, the home side, are 10 goals 6, are leading Willunga, run out a bit of puff at 7 goals 4. So the Bays have got themselves back to a handy little...
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we're helping you stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialist, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today.
Chance to have this.
Moves in, wraps up. Oh, umpire lets it go. The footy does slip out to Brownie. Rakes the handball out.
Bang!
Tompkins put the body in. Here to play now with Toole. Daniel Toole loads up. Inbound. Out they come. Carpenter gets it. Gary around the body. That'll bring rain. That one that's gone high up in the air. Don't get hold of it. Willunga come down to it. Sammy A gets it. Oh, handball's over to Fife. Comes off his feet. Goes back to Haskett. Haskett does a double take, switches up play, comes back around the body, back over it, goes to Neville. He gets it trying to claim the mark. Umpire says play on, back to Beathy. Beathy back inside.
That's
to
out
Neville.
the full.
And
out the full.
Gone out on the full, has it?
Yep, certainly has. Comes over to Encounter Bay now. Goes off there to Bulldog. Tyler Bulldog goes in, finds his player in Toole. So Encounter Bay going straight into attack and going for the juggler there. Up they go. Carpenter's too small, the player drops in front of him and takes a relieving marking. Beath, not much taller than him either. Arthur goes off to Brown. Brown goes out wide, finds his player out in the back pocket opposite side. They're over on the clubroom side now. And there's a short kick, goes down, drops it, turns around, recovers. Bay sweat off of him, goes back again to the Willunga player. Up to the centre, bounces, Tonkin goes up, can't get it, over the back, too much Bays here. Off they go, turns around, comes around, that goes round to Tonkin again, it goes out and he finds his player out in the forward flank. He spins, goes in, over it back, and that's just...
Waste.
They've got to hit the targets.
Yeah.
Off they go. Willunga now comes in. They haven't got this game completely wrapped up. Now it comes here to Willunga and it goes to Milford. Kane Milford puts it out, finds Brown. Brown for Willunga still. It's a bit of a floater, goes up. Over the back it goes, off hands and comes over the boundary line. And the forward flank for Willunga here for a boundary throw-in scoreboard side. Yes.
Yes, no, it'd be... just 3 goals, pretty handy lead coming in the way they've been going. Canterbury held on to them all day, led from the start. Got us close to a draw. And then by the footy, 2 big Ruttman in, Bass Waiters himself in there. Well, Willunga player Beathy sort of slowly hand in the back. No, gets away with it. Milford squeezes it out. We've got a throw, push in the back. So he will win that one. And then it's Meagle, sorry.
That's
15.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't think so, Tim. Anyway, Haskett's got it. Haskett will load up. He'll also kick you a bit further than 15. Gives it a full Monty. Down she rolls inside of the square. Basses at the bottom of the pack, the big fella.
The umpire was in quick.
Yeah. Massey's down on the ground. He's just going to cover her up with everything he's got.
Whoever's there behind, they've got to get going.
Yeah, they have to get rolling quickly. Callum Tonkin over the top. Good handball. Goes over to Hamish. He's kicked down the line and goes over there. Milford again. Can't get hold of it. Over the boundary line. Boundary umpire coming to play. So we're getting some scores coming in from around the ground. So I'll just brought this one down, Trev. We'll just have a crack at them. So
boundary umpire sets here in the forward pocket here for Willunga. They're attacking to their netball court ends on this oval. Up they go. Sub body comes out and just actually bumps out to Tonkin. Tonkin gets the ball, handballs off, comes over, and Sammy A gets it for Willunga. That's too far. Goes underneath. Comes out there and Counter Bay gets it. Haskett, one of the Willunga players tries to hold it underneath him. The umpire's looking at it and said, too smart for that, boys. So he comes in, centre half forward for the thrower. Up they go. Tonkin gets it, pushes all out. Shepherd of the body comes out by Willunga. Turns around, gets down, picks it all up. Comes out there, but The Bays get it, goes out wide, finishes up on the flank out there and goes to Jake Austin. Austin for the Bays. Handballs come back through, comes around to Fife. Fife for the Bays. He goes back into trouble. Now he's in big trouble. Turns around, gets out of it, gets the handball away. Turns around, fumbles going on by the Bays. They turn around, they get out of Willunga, get out of here. Off they come, back into the centre, goes over. Over it comes to Haskett. Haskett kicks out, finds his player running through, comes around, he'll bounce one, go again with it, doesn't have to, puts it all up on the goal mark lines, goes over the back, and she goes through for a minor score, and Willunga finally edge one up. They go to 7 goals 5, trailing in County Bay, 10 goals 6 on the FPA scoreboard.
Well, Renshaw caught him napping. He took off with the football and got it out to Hamish Tonkin. They cleared it. They're already out the centre wing, but up underneath it's a wasted effort. Sean Beast got the foot. He turns it back. Inbound. Inbound he goes and finds his teammate out there. And the authority out there in Joshua Dawson. Dawson now comes back inbound. Switch up play, come across. Here's a chance for Willunga. Well done by Baldock.
3 on 1 here.
Yeah, Baldock and Counter Bay have just got the sheer numbers. Picked up around there by Fraser Tonkin. Fraser Tonkin goes down. Oh, ultimately paid that one. No, he's not. Little soccer off the ground. That was by the big fella there, Joshua Graham. Backwards it goes now to Elijah Horrocks. Horrocks turns and burns it over to Brownie. Brownie to Haskett. Haskett to Beath. Oh, the big guns are coming into play. Back over to Dawson to Haskett. Haskett from 60. Load chips it up in the air looking for a player to sit, and sit they do. He's put it straight down the throat of Warmington. And Warmington from 30 metres out, directly in front, should have a shot on goal. One mistake by the Bays, and the lineup of those players that are coming through it, they're all the top guns for Willunga. Beath, Haskett,
kicks ago.
Brown.
Can't do it. And that was a left footer. He made a meal of it. A natural left footer, and it was, he might as well thrown it out there.
Yeah, he must have kicked it at us. Warmington with a 40, an important kick for Willunga. Can this give a bit of spice in it? Plenty of time in this quarter. Kick on its way. Oh, they put him off, and he sliced it. And it's 3-4, just a minor score. So the minor score goes to 7 goals 5 Willunga, 10 goals 6 in County Bay on FBH scoreboard. We'll wait on a goal. There's nothing really exciting apart from I'm just getting my calculator out, finish adding up some of these scores around the grounds, Trev.
Yeah, County Bay, off they come, they bring it in, kicks it up, and it's a small kick and made him stretch and roll out there in Renshaw.
Renshaw's 6 foot.
Oh, it was nearly 8 foot above his head. He doesn't know, and here goes a short kick. The Bays will fall into trouble here if they keep this up. Now he goes up, comes out on the end. Look at that. There's
one
a
for us.
burner.
Look, bang.
There's a
That was
burner.
bang. That was a one.
You cannot play football and think you've got a game wrapped up with short kicking in. You've won the game by taking it on, take them on.
Take him on.
So it goes to Brett Meagle. Meagle now for Willunga. He gets called to play on, which he stood inside, and the umpire was nice and slow on that. Out it comes. Out the back it goes. Counter Bay, pushing this ball up in front of him, goes out there quickly, and Kleinig goes out, she finishes up over the boundary line. That'll be
free kick.
Free kick for being off the boot or something, and there wasn't touched. So there they go, lines up through there, and that looks a minor score to Willunga. That's what they cannot do for there. So Willunga go to 7 goals 6 in County Bay, 10 goals 6, and the points all wrapped up.
Yeah, well, that was 2 shots on goals from Willunga, 2 misses, and that could be 6 points the difference. They need to get the goals. They need to get them on board. So Hamish Tonkin with the kick-in duties. Which way are we going to go now? Well, here we go again. Baldock, you ready for it this time? Here it comes, back at you. And Baldock's under it. He got under it, got his fingers to it, couldn't take it. Willunga again, through Meagle. Now with Lee. Lee, undercutter. Was it touched? The call down the line doesn't matter. Punched on. Punched on it is. McDonald, you're a long way from home. Picked up by Haskett. Haskett's going to make a game of this one. Jams it on the boot. It's a wobbler. A big Bathy comes out with a big shove. And play on's the call from the umpires. McCann Bay led the runner away, and holding the ball it is. Free kick Willunga. 30 metres out. Fair angle. They're in the clubroom side pocket. It's the young fella that got out there and just can't pick him up. Play on quickly. Go back. Take a good deep breath, son.
No, he's just going to kick this up.
Kick true.
Just putting it up.
Top of the square. There's the Flyers in there. Flyers comes in off hands through for a minor score only. So 7 goals 6.
7.
7-7, we forgot the last one.
Oh, there's another bad mistake coming up while the Bays got back in. But look at this, they've got nobody forward. You can't stay back too much. Now Willunga taking controls, will kick it up here and have another go. Bays are going to be panicking here. Goes up, he kicks in, goes up forward, out they goes. Bass throws the player up, then smashes the player down. So they let it go. There's a short kick into the back pocket, and the Bays have got the ball. They are deep into defensive side.
They've just gone to defence, haven't they?
Oh, they've gone too much now.
Crazy.
Turn around, up they go onto the wing, out they come, turn and pick it all up. So free kick, free kick to Encounter Bay for too high, and they're on the back flank. They just need, if they're going to go up, the forwards need to come forward. Up they go, out comes Gary, Gary goes up, Carpenter, can't get it. Handball goes off, goes to Encounter Bay, goes out there, and that's what they needed. Goes to Tool. Tool for Encounter Bay will have a shot. He drives out there, goes out to Horrocks. Horrocks one-hander, turn around, goodbye Nurse here. This is not what you want. 3 on to 1 here, and Willunga are out again. That is shocking, uncontrolled football. Willunga now, out they come, finds his player out in the back flank out here, and they've got control of the ball once again.
Kane Milford it is with the football. Just settle it to drive it forward. Encounter Bay could have put this away, gone back to Scotty Brown. Brown now intercepts, brings it back in the centre. They're finding targets, and Encounter Bay cannot find targets. Gone in full defensive mode, and Willunga might make them pay.
No, Crispin.
Home across the face, and well, it's going to be anyway. McDonald's come back through, made it look ugly. Crispin's just paid it. Umpire says you're playing A grade now. You've got to earn it. Yeah, Crispin now loads up. Oh, it's a wobbly old floater. It's a bit too slow to get in there. Elijah Horrocks was under it. He can't take the footy. Willunga's just manned up back there. Backwards it goes to Crispin again. Too big for him. Picked up by Bonus. Lower your head, son. Find a target. Target he has found. Bonus has gone down the line. And I reckon that's that big fella there in Graham, is it? I reckon it is Joshua Graham. And he's got a fair old kick on him. He can have a crack at this.
I don't think he's had much footy under him. He's had his arms on his
hips
a fair bit.
She's been sucking in a fair bit of air. Even the seagulls are cleared out there, and then there's no oxygen in the
But this is smart play. Waste time and use it up and get it in deep.
Graham's kick on its way.
Looks
Distance
good.
looks like... Oh, it's hit the skinny bit right at the top. 1 point only. It might be a handy point, that one, Trev. Encounter Bay go along to 10 goals 7. And Willunga are 7-7 on the scoreboard, but I really don't know what they are.
Yes, no, it's correct. The points,
No, we got it right.
Points are wrapped up.
Sammy A, Trev.
So it comes, it goes out wide and he finds his player out on the scoreboard side.
Milford again.
Yep, goes up there. Now he kicks it up out there and he finds his player up there, further into there. I reckon it could be Scott.
Yep.
Scott for Willunga. Still on the back flank on the scoreboard side. He goes inside, finds it all up. Bulldog come from behind by Encounter Bay. In they go, side steps around, goes around and Bulldog. Bulldog goes out, Carpenter goes up, drops one in front of his eyes, recovers, goes around, turns around, picks up there. That looks pretty good. I reckon that one there. Thomas Neville, it was there from Encounter Bay.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
12-14 Victor Harbour 5-3 I think.
Yep.
Langhorns Creek 16-7, Mount Compass 3 goals, Strathalbyn 16-5, Maiponga Selix 5-2.
There's some milk bucket in the dairy.
Yep.
No.
Back in the centre, up she goes Tonkin, backhanders it out. Encounter Bay get wrapped out. Willunga come away with it quickly, goes forward, out they come. Tonkin comes out for it for Encounter Bay and goes forward. That one there was Hamish Tonkin. He goes out, goes over the boundary line, untouched, so Willunga get the free kick. In it goes, and they went backwards. Not much good. Sammy A out there, Alexopoulos. Turns around, he gets it, he goes to the club room side now on the true wing, over the back, and that's an easy mark to Willunga and Lee. Daniel Lee turns around, gets the ball, that's a stab kick down, hits the ground, goes out, Encounter Bay at the back, pick it all up, handballs back, Tonkin goes over, finds his player, comes off of hands and goes over the boundary line, forward flat for Willunga, kicking towards the netball court end.
Henry umpire with a 40, right just outside 50. back of the players. Underneath, some tired puppies out there at the moment. And they come. Callan Tonkin sets his grab up beautifully, straight down the throat of Bonis's throat. Backwards, up she goes. Sammy A gets the football, tries to guys. Hayter gets hold of it to the base, he can't control it. Goes to ground, Meager with the football, back to Sammy A again. He's clever into it to Sammy Tregenza, shows the ball, plays on, gets the kick away. Long rope and kick, inside 50 she goes again. Plenty of players fly high early. No one can bring the footy down. Now she's in a pack of players at the bottom of the pack. Umpire will ball up 45 metres out, directly in front of Willunga's goals.
14 and a half gone.
Willunga needs a goal here and need it quick. Bass goes up, gets the ruck work, bounces down the ground, gets it and goes for kicking for goals over the top to Haskett. Can he control the footy? No, he can't. Off target, 3 for a minor score. Willunga go to 7 goals, 8. Encounter Bay 11-7. FBA scoreboard.
Ball goes back to Encounter Bay. They look at it. Here's Westies out in front of us running water.
Yeah, running
He plays on quickly now. Comes out and he finds out. Up goes Encounter Bay. Over the back in Tool. Can't get to it. Turns around. Goes down. Gets up into it. Out comes and Willunga out the backside here. Off he goes. Drives it up and that's a bad kick. Off the boot and goes out of bounds on the full for a free kick to Encounter Bay in the back pocket. Nifty.
Yeah, Hamish Tonkin with the football. To bring it back in. Just waiting for the umpire to whistle him up. Wasting every second and they can. Goes up underneath it. Sammy Tregenza with a fitting. Real good gobble up. Gets it back up to Cameron McDonald. McDonald now wastes it. Bass through. Looking for Haskett. Haskett got
he
the
can't
body.
throw them out. Yep, he'll free kick the base.
And the umpire sees it your way, Trev, because he's just come straight in and you're right. It's no good arguing about it, Brad. So Encounter Bay play quickly. Goes back out to Renshaw deep in the pocket. Renshaw will wait the umpire to whistle him up. He does.
Tonkin, centre half forward.
Yeah, go for it. Loads up the big one. Here's a go. Chance here for Hayter. Hayter's come over the back of Tregenza. I think you might give him a free kick away. I was going for the eyes only for the football.
Well,
yeah,
he did
maybe.
it.
Probably.
He had his eyes on it and he got both hands to the full, but he crashed the pack. But he actually was the only one that got his both hands onto the ball.
Full. Yeah. Well,
so that his eyes was on the ball for him to take possession of it.
Sammy Tregenza's come up second best on that one. The umpire says you got to have the kick, mate, or go off.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a very good one. The intention is the ball.
Yeah.
He had it and he had it in his hands.
So Sammy Tregenza loads up the footy out, looking for the big targets. Well done there, tapped up over the top by the second effort there is Crispin. Sweep on the football, the Bays. They can't control it, or yes they do. They through Bradford. Bradford's going there, still working hard for the football. Beautiful pick-up by Bonis, but he gets dispossessed of it. I reckon that might be Meagle sweeping around the outside. He finds his trajectory, and it's a pretty good one. And inbounds he goes and finds his teammate deep out in the pocket. Tough kick for kicking goals there.
Pick up who it was, but it was 19.
Yeah, no.
Don't know, it's a bit hard to pick.
Turned on me too quick. So, shot on goal is needed. No good mucking around with it. Yep, he's trying to hook it. And
no,
not a very
he didn't do it.
And it's come across the top. Bulldog gets a double fisted to it. She goes out deep into the pocket, and the boundary umpire will come into play. About 15 metres around.
Time is edging away for Willunga here.
Yeah, Encounter Bay won't mind. Staying out of bounds, it's not AFL. Look, Mickey Mouse keeps running here. And the umpire will for you. I throw him. Have to make some room for Bass. Gets it, rips it out of ruck, tries to jam it on the boot. Could be done for holding the ball and holding the ball. Try to do too much with it. And now give up with trying. Tonkin, Callum Tonkin, the opposing ruck. Goes across the face of goals, and he goes wide out towards Renshaw. Renshaw goes out even wider. That one's not going to find anybody. Well, yes, it does. Finds down to Hamish Tonkin. He loads up the footy. Good drive and kick down the line up. It goes to the big fella down there in Graham.
Crispin's got it.
Crispin. Jack. He's away. Over the top. Gas waited for the footy to bounce for it. Gets the ball back over. Now to Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall to Gary Carpenty. Little Mr. Magic around the body. Bouncy ball off target. 3 for a minor score. Encounter Bay will go to 11-8. To Willunga 7-8 on our FPX scoreboard.
Still that 4-goal lead. Compass over Willunga here cannot make a difference in onto it. Short kick comes in, he finds his club player in the back pocket. I think it's Brown. Can't quite pick it behind him, but anyhow, Willunga with the ball drives it up, puts it up on the back flank. Out they go. Can't get the ball in there. Willunga pick it all up, come back to the centre. Now she goes on, goes over, picks up there by Bonus. Bonus goes out wide to Tonkin. Tonkin goes out. He goes to centre half forward, short. Ball goes bounce up and down. Picked up there by Encounter Bay. They go out wider still. Now they've got the run of the ball. All they need to do is get one picked up. Carpenter comes out. He gets tackled on. Over he goes, picks the ball up, goes back inside, over the top, bang! Now that one's into the back and the umpire doesn't let it go. Turn around, goes up into it, gets wrapped up there and will be in the full forward position for a ball up. As I said, the player under that, the player crashes in, hits the body, and it's okay. When two hands on it, they pay it. So up she goes at full forward. They goes up, smashed away there by Encounter Bay. Goes out in the forward pocket. Carpenter goes up. Be happy to see it up. That almost looked like a throw from here by Willunga. Out they go. Comes back up in here. Out they come. Encounter Bay with the ball. Picks the ball up. Sidesteps around.
Bulldog.
Turn around. Bulldog. Bulldog goes. Bulldog goes. And he's got it. And it's short. And it goes through for a minor score there to Encounter Bay. They go to 11-9 to 7-8 on the FBA scoreboard.
Peppering away at the goals. They're in it now. Scotty Brown with the football for Willunga. Taps it onto himself, uses his full 15, loads up. Out it goes towards Lee. Don't get there. Bulldog again will intercept. And Mark, he's been the proven player for Encounter Bay this year.
21 minutes nearly gone.
He'll win their best and fairest, no doubt at all, I reckon. Bulldog gets tapped down in the square, top of the square. Bay players in there, they're hovering. Everybody wants to have a crack at this. Is a hurried one. They're going to concede it. No, they don't. Scotty Brown's not going to give them nothing. Short pass, deep into the pocket, going around towards the club room side, out towards the coaches' boxes. I reckon that's Beathy. Beathy comes into play. Where are we going to go? We're not going to switch it across the face now. That's a dangerous move. Head for home. Your bite sticks it down the other end. Intercept. Tonkin can't get it. Bit too big for him. The run on comes through from the young fella in Willunga. Tap down over the top. Punch down up on the ground again. Well done by Encounter Bay. Loaded up on the boot. In there. Beathy intercepts it. Can't control the mark. Close to the boundary line and out of bounds. And the boundary umpire will throw it in right in front of Mitch Portlock there over in the Willunga boxes.
He'd be wishing he was out there.
Oh, he'd be spewing he wouldn't be out there.
3 goals, I think they're probably conceding that she's possibly beyond them now.
Yep.
Boundary umpire with it right over there in front of the visitors' change box. Up it goes. Tonkin gets it out the back. Willunga pick it up. They drive it forward now. Up they go. Stacks on the mule. Gets smashed up in the air. Out it comes. Willunga, that's dropping the ball, but it's not picked up. Tonkin gets it up, but that goes straight over. Willunga can't get to it to make amends. Turns her out there. Goes back in. Encounter Bay picks it up. Sidesteps from Tool for Encounter Bay. Drives forward. Up they go. The big man goes up there on the chest. This will be it. Good night, nurse. Bays will finish up playing again next week on the Saturday home ground, and I will look forward to that one.
We're playing McLaren, I would say.
Joshua Graham now to line up. He's kicked 2, 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and he can put this one beyond doubt now.
Oh, here comes Mr. Mocker. You've been pretty good this year. You got into him early.
Get him up now. In he comes, drives up, pits it all up, looks
at it, he's back in town. He is
goes.
back in town.
If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Keep telling me wife that, and guess what?
She stays.
She doesn't cook. She doesn't cook at all.
Willunga with the footy, kick it back yet again. Low trajectory, switch up play, come to the scoreboard side. They will. A wobbly old kick comes back out. Bays, they can just smell in September. He's holding the ball. Come on, Umpy, move in there. He's going to come in for a ball up. He's behind him. He said he tried to handball it out, but I'll tell you what, he didn't.
23 minutes gone.
Umpire with the footy. Throw her up in there again. Callum Tonkin gets the roundhouse up over the top to Graham. Picked up in there. Through comes Haskett. They can't get it. Bays in there. Bays are fighting amongst each other. Haskett comes up with a footy. Says, I'm out of it. Haskett over the top to Tregenza. Tregenza now. Little chip up in here. That worked out okay. It worked out okay. And the kick goes forward now. There through Lawton. Lawton finds Beathy. Beathy will go back. 35. Directly in front. Shot on.
Hasn't kicked a goal either.
No, he's been quiet today. He really has been for Sean Beath, that is. Just never got into the game today. Done his bits, but not how we normally seen Shawnee.
Missed that one by a mile. She's just got out in the form.
Put a bit of a floater onto that one, and Big Louie's given him a point anyway. He's given him something. Sean Beath never got his side any closer. Willunga will go to
7-9 to 11-10.
keep putting goals up when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Put the points up. 7-9, 11-10 and like that big scoreboard.
Yeah, with 24 minutes gone.
All the other games around the district are all as if conclusions here. You would have thought they were going to go McLaren and Whoopingool, Yankadoo and Victory, Clanton Creek are thrashing Mount Compass. Strathern doing Waponga easy.
Kick up here. They're hanging on or picked up into Bonus, into the centre. So the Bays pick it up. In they go now. Off he goes. Bonus kicks the ball forward and he finds his player out there.
Tough play well today, isn't it? There goes the honker.
There's a siren. She only went 24-30 in that quarter, folks. So
he only had one goal.
Yeah, so in the end it was finished up Encounter Bay winning here with 11 goals 10 to Willunga 7 goals 9. That quarter went 24-30, so it was the shortest quarter out. And turn around, so here at Encounter Bay now will finish up in the top, in the second, third position, so they'll play there. Langhorne Creek will undefeated. Goal kickers, we'll go through them quickly while we've got them here. For Encounter Bay,
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialist in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Hi, I'm Jamie, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with anything tech related, we're here to help.
If you're having problems with your phone or internet, we can give you a bit more help than just telling you to turn it off and on again.
And if you need a new phone or entertainment bundle, we can show you some options. And this is what we have.
So feel free to pop in for a friendly chat anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Telstra Store Victor Harbour soon.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Victor Harbour and Normanville. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we're helping you stand out in the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialist, helping you stand out in the crowd. Give us a call today. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour. The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.